Hi guys, your girl Root back again. How y'all doing? I'm going to attempt to talk about Scorpio moons, Venus, Neptune, and Cusp in Scorpio because that's me. And my life path is 3. My blood type is negative, RH negative. So a little bit, I guess I'll start off with childhood. Okay. I guess just to share, y'all, because we need somebody. My childhood. I grew up in a small little town. Well, didn't grow up there till about third grade, and household was a lot of sexual desires was strong in that house, and every day I had to get out of that. Um, I would go outside, go for adventures, walk up and down the neighborhood, visit different friends. Just didn't visit anybody, just went. Just had to get out of there. At night, I hated being in the house. I couldn't stand it. Um, Everybody was very different from me. Matter of fact, let's go back a little more. Okay. My mom says that she married my dad at 7. She had 7 kids, and my dad married her, and he had 2 girls from him. That was myself and my other sister. And when she uh, um, had my sister, she thought that was it. She didn't need any more. She was done. She thought for sure she was done. So how my dad told her she was pregnant with me, and she said she almost cursed him out, and he'll lie and everything else. And um, but here I am. So a lot of rumors about that, but I look just like him, I act just like him. So, but yeah, so that was one thing. Um, by one of my sisters telling me that uh, he really didn't think I was his because it's Auntie Tom. Never forget that. Told him that I wasn't his because I was bright. Matter of fact, my mom is bright like yellow bone, and he's pretty black. Okay, so of course I'm the mixture of that, but I think my Auntie Tom was bright, so she had an issue with that. It was okay for my sister; she was dark like him, not all the way dark like him, but dark like him. But me, she told him I wasn't his, but I am. But did hurt me when he passed. That he left money to. I have another sister, older sister named Shirley, and he was married before, and she. I was gonna go with that. Yeah, another sister Shirley. He left her and my sister some money, but he didn't leave me any. So okay. But anyway, so yeah, I was always the one feel like I was a 10th child. My mom had 10 kids, so I always felt like I was the grown up because they were coming back at my mama and talking back and wouldn't help her clean up, wouldn't help her foot the bills. She was having a problem with her brother that stayed down the street because her mom was always spoiling her brother. So um, she moved. She was in the house after my grandma passed, and he stayed down the street with a lady, and he was always, trying to control the house and letting his kids come over there and do different things, disrespecting her. So that's when she decided to come to Houston. So when we get to Houston, that's a whole nother issue. I came in 1969, and was bullied at home. So I was bullied here also. I've always been the type of person I'm gonna say what I think, and then I'm practical. If we playing a game and you chose a game, the next time should be my turn or somebody else's. Or when everybody else get through, y'all want to play what I want to play, but they never did. So that was a problem, and just different problems. So by then they wanted to fight me, And I think my sister, when she was younger, I told my dad that she was cursing or something, and she been holding a grudge ever since then. She would pick fights, and I could be quiet somewhere doing something, and she'd just come over there and mess with me. And I realized now it was to get me prepared for life, because sometimes I can get into that, Scorpio moons. We can get into ourselves, or I guess Scorpio's period, and I like to be alone, and just the world don't like that. So that's a little bit of my childhood and background. Um, let's see what else I can say. I hated school. Thought that was a waste of time. Mom could have taught me at home. Never had a good day besides PE and getting ready to come home. Hated it. So y'all figure that out for yourself. I thought it was very controlling, and I was always after my sister. So I was always being called her name, or I should be act like she was, or some kind of something. They never gave me a chance. Only a couple of them that I had that did. Um, I think my 12th grade year was shocking. I probably was getting a little popular, a little bit maybe. I was thinking about two people that I really cared about in my life, two guys that I really thought about at that time I would have married. But I never wanted to get married. I wanted to just travel and help people. But I would have married them since my mom convinced me that every woman should be married. But when we started as we got older. We started realizing we cared about each other. So we started, calling each other and saying little things like, pack my books. I was always a year on in grade than he was, but he was older than me. So mom was hearing that, and I guess by her having being with his cousin, I think my stepdad was like 15 years older than her, which was no point. He loved my mom, but he just didn't want to get married. And another one of my sisters, she had a baby from one of his brothers, and my other sister, she eventually married one of the brothers, and the other sister of mine kind of messed around. They kind of messed around or something, but nothing. They was too much alike. So I guess they figured when we started being together that it was going to end up right. I don't know. But when went to Marshall, Texas, where they're from, to bury his mom and dad. Well, I think it was mom during that time. Real nice acre lands. They got acres and acres. And we was, playing. I loved it out there. And I said, yeah, we'll come back out there. And he would drive trucks. And I would stay here and have the kids and open a store, stuff like that. But he eventually did. He did drive trucks. And I did open the store. But we wasn't together. Because everybody was hearing that. So his brother jumped in the middle of us in the bed. We were just talking. We both virgins, wasn't about to do anything. Because their mind were on all of that sexual stuff. Ours wasn't. So a time went by, and then my mom started hearing us talk. So I guess she decided that we shouldn't be together. So she told me that she was leaving my stepdad, and she wanted me to go stay with my older sister in Spring Branch. And I had to transfer out of my school and go to Spring Branch High, which was devastating because I was in my 12th grade. It was finna be, my first semester, finally dressing nice, finally getting, the looks, and finna have a fine boyfriend, just on the way for that. And he was popular, and it was devastating. So when I went to Spring Branch, they thought I was in the eighth grade because I was just heartbroken. I was throwing food, I was picking, I was fighting with the white guys. All of the white schools, but Spring Branch was more white than the other one, which, I'm not racist or anything, but I'm just saying at that time, in the 80s, and just, very heartbroken. But I met some good friends there. A girl named Margaret and her family really took me in. Because when I stayed with my sister, her husband was sexual. He had problem being in Vietnam, so he couldn't control his sexual desires. So he would be sneaking in there, and some more things on that. I'll tell you on that family about my family about that part about him, but I just had to get out of there. So I met my girlfriends, boyfriend, them, and started staying with them and having a good time and just going around and having partying, get my mind off of stuff and partying and stuff. Only problem I had with some of my friends' houses, their brothers. I had to fight them off at night. Everybody was asleep. I was just like, can I get away from the sexual things? But I'm noticing now that Scorpio moon, that Venus and Scorpio, yes, we do think about sex a lot and everything, but not like that. Um, and I guess that connection that Venus, I guess, will draw people. So watch your kids, watch your kids and stuff. So let's see. um, um, Here and seeing. Yeah, on the other one, talked to. I've met him at 13. I really cared about him, drawn to him, and then when we started talking to him, maybe I was about maybe 15, 16, and but he was player also. So we dated a while, casual sex, whatever. But I always take things so serious and heartfelt. I know I wasn't his number one girlfriend, but I thought he was respecting me enough, you know. To tell me different things or whatever. Maybe some things I might be missing because I did meet a friend of his and I didn't know it was a friend of his and we liked each other. We never did anything, just maybe 3 kisses. But, I'm hoping that didn't stop everything. But he tried to talk to my girlfriends and had a baby on me, which like I said, I wasn't this man late, but I'm the type of person, if you that deep with someone, you know, it's time for me to float. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was accident or not, tell me. Because he had just got through telling me stuff like, you know, we we're gonna be careful, make sure I take birth controls or whatever, so we'll get a baby. But I didn't know somebody was already pregnant. And then my girlfriends, they were honest at that time, and they, when he tried to talk to them, they would put me on the phone or something like that, and I forgave him for that. Then he put the baby, then I just finally just let it go. And I met someone else who was the same age, and we stayed together many, many years, but it was dysfunctional. It was a cancer. We just dysfunctional. We really cared about each other, but too much going on and too much control. We in the light. Dogs on my side, my neighbor's dogs. Leave that cat alone. Ugh. Could you stop? Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a little bit of that. Graduated from Spring Branch, but I wanted to march with my family. I mean, my people I've been from, since elementary. So that was over. Yeah. So after that, oh yeah, let's get on seeing aliens, different stuff like that. We can get on that subject, I guess. You will see Scorpio moon, Venus, Neptune. We will see different stuff, spirits, aliens, demons. We're on the underworld. We're part of the underworld, Hades. So we gotta recognize that and learn how to deal with it and not be afraid of it. And now, since I'm on the thing of respect and everybody coming out and enjoying each other, so they're showing me different looks and how they look and different things about them. So hey, it is what it is. I just need to conquer my fear. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah, we have a problem with loving. We love our family a lot. Raising my sister's kids. My marriage was not 100. I had two for the guy, first one I would say, the cancer. And then I decided I wanted to rush in that. Don't ever do that job. Rush from one relationship to the next. I decided I wanted to leave that relationship, and I met my husband, and we jumped into it. I didn't know him, he didn't know me, and started having these babies. And I was like, okay, we need to get married, and we did, and was trying to buy a home, and he had a family home. I had him buy me a home, but he didn't like to work. He had a lot of issues. I had a lot of issues, so that was hard. And sexual things would come up, and just try to destroy the family with those things, and I just had to leave. So that ended my marriage, but I never divorced him yet. Mainly because I'm realizing how I jump from one thing to the next without getting to know people. And then I end up in relationships, and because people hide too many secrets. And most of the time, to me, for my relationships, they don't start showing their true colors till about 2 years into the relationship. So I wanted to take my time this time and really get to know someone. And people try to rush me to get my divorce, but I'm not until you show me you. I mean, you can never know the whole person, but I think I show more of myself. They know about me than I know about them, and I want to know you as well. Let me make that decision. Put no, thinking you are all led and I'm automatically don't like you. We might not even like each other. But anyway, so yeah, that's why I haven't got divorced yet, because that's a little weak, and I probably would have been in another relationship. I did have another relationship after, well, my husband, about a year, 2 years after I left him. I dated a friend that I've been knowing since about 16, and it was fun at the time. I wasn't planning on getting serious. It's just, I guess the urges. And he really liked me, so we tried to make a go of it. But that Capricorn that I was talking about at first, that the other guy friend I like, he told him that I was a player, and I messed up with my first two kids' father, and I was no good. Just throw that relationship out the window. He never trusted me from that point on, and we stayed together. I think I have a daughter together. I think she's 19. We stayed together till maybe she was about 10. Just off and on. I just got sick of it in the last 6, 7 years. I just, we get around each other. We just like best friends. I like, messing with him, and he like to dance and sing and talk. I mean, like to have fun like I do. But that's all it is with him. It's just fun. Nothing serious. He don't listen. Don't want to listen, and so we clash. We both Libras, both Libras of Sagittarius rising. So believe me, for the fun part, but taking care of business and paying bills, and because he let people in his family and friends and all that run the relationship to, mm-mm. Not a Scorpio moon, a Scorpio Venus. You can do all that. He not dead. It ain't finna happen. But so we just cool apart. Um, yeah, raise them, help my kids, sister, them kids, and friends, kids, and neighbors, and try to be creative with them. Because I was a child once, and I wanted to make sure they have fun and create for them. That's out of Scorpio also. And just loving people and showing them kindness, and let them be in themselves and stuff. Um, yeah, visions and dreams. We have a lot of, like I say, a lot of crazy stuff going on. But yeah, okay. So let's see what I got here. Um, being a Scorpio moon, yeah, we do like being behind the scenes. We're secretive but open at the same time. We have things that everybody is secure. Like I say, a Scorpio person deals with a lot of stuff. And I think Libra deals with, I'm a Libra sun, Sagittarius rising. So we deal with the buttocks and stuff like that. So it's all the same part of Scorpio. So I'm going through some, things in my head and creation and all the same thing too. Because I'm a Scorpio moon, Venus, Neptune, and a Libra, Scorpio cusp. That's why. I care about everything, and everything around me. I do. I love it. I want I want the best for everyone and everything, and myself and my family. I want everybody to have their own. It shouldn't be with this slave mentality. I hate the age of Pisces. It's the age of Aquarius. We should be enjoying and enjoying this beautiful, wonderful Mother Earth. She's wonderful, loyal. Hey, because I'm a fixed sign, and uh, a cardinal sign, so that's kind of clash. And then I'm gonna be there. but I can't cut you off like I never knew you. I will do that. If I find out that you're not being loyal and I'm not your number one, so I'm not your girlfriend. If you said, you make me feel, and if I can never think, maybe once or twice that I have had a guy say, "Will you be my girlfriend?" or "Will you be my lady?" It just like was together and went from that point to that point. So it really was no rules. You know what I'm saying? So really can't get mad at nobody because there was no rules. No boundaries. You set that thing up. So that's why I want to change all that kind of stuff. I want to be asked. I want stuff like that. I asked my husband to marry me. I told him let's get married. We're having all these babies. That's what I said. Wasn't romantic. I am masculine. Well, Leo's and Sagittarius is very masculine. I'm very feminine as well. I can be very feminine. Don't get that twisted. Um, yeah, if I'm not your number one, and I feel like no, then you don't get the law. You still get the loyalty and like the old folks say, treat you with a long handled spoon, and everything's open. So I get to mess around because you mess around. If I feel like it, I will. If I don't, I won't. I require honesty. You're gonna lie. I know everybody lies. I lie. But the type of lie that's deadly. That's what I'm talking about. I can see right through people have no relationship, maybe one that I have not seen the beginning and the end that they have showed me of a relationship. That's Scorpio. I have not seen it. I know the beginning. When I first meet them, they already tell me how it's going to begin, how it's going to end, and it's not for you. But I went through it and had to go through the emotions, and I took them plunges, mostly loneliness, not getting along with my family, needing someone. Some of my friends got me with or something like that. No, sorry, y'all. But yeah, I'm to keep it up. Yeah, yeah, we know if they're good or bad. We know the type of people they are. But yeah, we mostly stay in a relationship. Mostly okay. Let's see if we can learn and we can teach the person how to treat the next person. And how teach them how to treat you. That's most what we do. Uh, but you will go through. Oh yeah, and they gonna go through their own karma. We go through karma together or whatever. How they treat you. Do believe in eye for an eye. I will forgive, put in the back of my head, you know, but it did come out at one time, years later. Everything just kind of poured out on me and going, and I forgave people, dead or alive, said it in their face, said it, before they died. So I'm learning, but just all that stuff they got on, or they turn the other cheek and all that kind of stuff. I try to walk away. I try to remove myself out of situations. Not exactly, but I'm still watching you. So say that. I love to teach, love learning, ever learning. Um, I need trust, love, and loyalty. They need the same thing from me. Um, if you come to, if a person come to play and not really want to get serious, tell the person, tell us a Libra. I only say leave a relationship, but I'm a hard leave. So if you just want to play and mess around, let me know. I only found one Sagittarius told me the truth. He was a younger guy, and I appreciate him for that. Um, but yeah, don't come over here and have me thinking it's gonna be you and me, and you playing all kind of games and it's tricks and trades, and I'm catching this and diseases and blah blah and blah blah. Come on now. Um, 'Cause we already know anyway. We're just trying to see how you are, you know. So yeah, I have had a couple of them have hit it and quit it, and maybe once, twice, whatever. But and when I seen them again, it was something else. But come on now. A lot of people, like I say, don't have to have a don't really don't have to have a mate. Um, this time around, I was kind of forced into being having a mate. I had a dream about that Capricorn I told you about, and that wasn't gonna happen, no kind of way, no shape or form. So they asked me about the other one, and they made me took my hands and actually made me open the computer and go into there and start talking to that person. So I guess it was heard of whatever this because he brought a lot of spiritual things and we went through a lot of stuff with my son that's a Scorpio rising, and he been angry all the time of things that happened till it really brought out my spiritual. So I guess what it's supposed to do. So I'm learning. You learn out of everything. Um, but I would like someone companion. We don't have to be glued at the hip, but to travel and things that you meet, you might find out or do or say or research, or we don't have to go into business together. Just share stuff together. We don't have to stay together. But companion who's trustworthy. So let me know the truth. Um, and not so sexual because I'm not sexual. I think about that Venus Scorpio. Yeah, we think about sex 24 hours. It's, but we're not gonna react on that. And we don't even need a vibrator. Well, I don't. Because it's gonna go away. I might do some touches or something, and I might not. I might just roll over and go to sleep. But I do have a energy now that's kind of so fighting that one, but it's okay. Each one could bring out a part of me to learn. So each one of them I learned from every last one of my partners. Every last one of y'all were fantastic. I learned something out from each one of y'all. I hope y'all learn from me. Because I believe, yeah, but I believe in I am every woman, baby. My birth chart, I'm a cusp on everything except for Capricorn and Sagittarius. I'm a cusp on everything so I can be whatever you want me to be, okay? Don't get that twisted. It's Libras, we bold. We very confident. I'm very confident, smart, intelligent. In my own right, mysterious. I can be, but not. Love nature, universe, galaxy, all beings. I think everything. Not. Um, I thank everything. Thank y'all for everything. I don't worship nothing. I learned that. I left them prayers. And that Christianity, I'm sorry, I left that alone. And thank everything, Mother Earth, everything. Um, the darkness, whatever it may be, up, down, middle, sideways, you know, care about y'all. Um, yeah, I can love you and leave you. And if I know your time is up, just show me love back. I wait. I'm very patient, very observant, passionate, sensitive, dramatic at times. Need to be um, intense with people. I don't know what that word is. I put sorry, y'all. But I choose to love. Please don't let the relationship be life or death. Let's be open. Not the one. I'm not the one. Don't try to use me because you think I'm doing this. Back in the day, I remember it was just to look, just to say they talk to me, but not really wanting me. That's why I refuse people who wanted to marry me now because I don't think they seen me. They seen what I can do for them. You know what I'm saying? For their life to make them shine better. Which I have no problem with that, but I gotta shine too. I'm a Libra too. Balance the scale, baby. Seen and been through too much, seen too much relationships, and how they ended from my dad to the ladies being on him to seeing that, and I got a disrespect from the men from that. I got in my mind that all men mess around. I'm working on all that, but nobody's proved me wrong so far. So that's kind of hard. Which I know the ancient things, and I know some of them from kings, and they had concubines and their bloodline, and they don't know about that, and blah blah blah. I know about that stuff too. Just be honest and open with me, and protective, and protecting my body as I protect your body, and just really loving a person. Like the pimp used to say, they would have had their women where they volunteer to do it because he would educate them. And they were when they didn't want to do it anymore, then they would recruit other people and educate them, and he make sure they look good. He make sure they didn't catch any diseases. He make sure the people that they were messing with were honest type people, and if they wasn't, he was taking care of that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I want to pimp or anything, but uh, just saying, what I'm trying to say. Respect. You know what I'm saying? Respect me, and I respect you. Um, yeah, I love beauty and I love ugliness as well. So-called ugliness. I find beauty in everything. There has to be abundance, like a balance, like I was saying, protective, a chameleon, Scorpion's chameleon, a transform daily. I'm never the same. Never the same. I drive my kids wild now, especially since I'm older, because they used to the mom who out there and got 3 jobs and got 3 cars and make sure we live nice and they had these clothes and they had this and they had that. Now everybody's grown now. Where me? And I was like, hold up, let me regroup. So I started focusing on myself now, and everything spiritual and things going on and end up in the situation I'm in now. Just I have to find myself now. They are grown. I did my job. um, I don't like mess and drama. They always saying the Libra message. Well, this Libra not. Actually doing